I just don't want to do anything. I don't want to go meet anybody. I'm feeling very alone. And that's kind of what I want to talk about in this video, is how lonely solo travel can be, but also how to overcome it. So hopefully by the end of this video, I'm feeling good. Fake it till you make it. I just came from Puerto Escondido, where I spent a full month there and where I kind of created a family for the first time in 4 years of full-time travel. We cooked together, we laughed together, we went out partying together, we played volleyball during sunset together, and it really made me realize I want a community in person. I have an amazing community back home, and for the longest time I thought that that was enough and that was okay. And when I would have these moments of like loneliness and feeling alone, I think I would just reach out to them, or I would just feel like, hey, this moment will pass. It's okay, don't think about it too much. And so now I'm in a new town where it's a beautiful town. I should be super excited to be here. I've been really excited to come here. Staying at another co-living with amazing people. I should be excited about it. I'm in this beautiful cafe and I'm just lonely. And I think this is a side of travel that like most people like won't talk about, and they'll just kind of like brush under the rug, but I want to talk about it. I want to address, you know, this elephant in the room, that there are some struggles and problems with solo travel. There's a lot of them actually. I'm trying to like navigate right now for the first time in a really long time, feeling truly, truly lonely and just like not wanting to go meet anyone, not wanting to go do anything. Kind of sad. And so, you know, I'm gonna go out on a walking tour. I'm gonna really try to get to know the people at my co-living better. I want to immerse myself here. I think sometimes it's so much easier to just like sit in your room and not go meet anyone and not go do anything. I wish I had an answer to like cure loneliness while solo travel, but I don't. I think you kind of just have to like day by day go through it and like work through the things. Loneliness is the thing that I'm trying to work through. This meal right here is gonna cure the loneliness. Look at how good that looks. Ricotta cheese, tomatoes, juice, some work. Look at how cute this cafe is. Buenos dias. This morning I'm starting the day off going out and doing a walking tour. This one here in San Cristóbal is free and I've heard amazing things about it. It is one of my favorite things to do whenever I get to a new town, is to do a walking tour or a food tour, and sometimes both. These tours are a great way to like kind of understand the town and kind of like where you're at so you don't feel lost, but also to understand the culture better. And also my favorite part though is guides always have the best food recommendations, and they can tell you all like the insider information to the town you're in.
So these are already toasted cacao beans, corn, cacao, sugar. It's lana. I told you this is normally it's cotton or wool.
Okay, the tour is over and it was filled with so much information. I really enjoyed having Lisa as a tour guide. She had such a captivating energy to her and was so knowledgeable, and you could tell was so passionate. I didn't know was that Chiapas is also very political and has had a lot of like big revolutions happen. You can see that in the political graffiti that you'll see on the street art and different murals, especially when it comes to Coca-Cola. And so Coca-Cola has a big manufactory here, and they actually take a lot of the clean water and use it so that the people here can't, because the water here is very, very bad. But then the other problem though is Chiapas is the largest consumer of Coca-Cola. So it's like a weird situation. So I'm definitely still feeling slightly lonely. You know, that tour didn't like solve me, cure me, fix me. But I don't know, Lisa's energy and everybody else on the tour was like really made me feel better. And I'm kind of like, okay, now I've walked around the town, I understand it a little better. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to go check it out. I want to start making some connections and I want to just enjoy my time here. And now I need to go get some groceries. So we're gonna go to this place called Casa de Pan, get some hummus, maybe some kombucha, and then we're gonna go to the main market and get all of my produce. That is basically where everyone here is gonna shop. This isn't like a touristy thing. This is where everyone's just here to come and shop, buy all the things that they need to buy. And I will be totally honest, filming in markets like this always does make me super uncomfortable and I get really nervous. So I'm gonna try my best to keep filming, but I always do hate it. And I think part of the reason why I always feel uncomfortable filming it is because these are just people going about their like day-to-day life. They're just like out here shopping, doing whatever. And I'm here then trying to like film a video like this is some cool, interesting thing. And it's not, it's just grocery shopping. And at big markets like this, you will find everything and anything that you could need, from produce to jewelry to food vendors to, you know, chicken and pork and umbrellas right here, hats, bathing suits, everything and anything you could ever need, you will be able to find at these markets. So it is a great place to come and wander, see different cultures, see different like actual local life. But it can be intimidating and quite a lot. And this is like every country I've ever been to, and they've got these big markets like this. They're a lot, but you get used to it and you kind of just roll with it. So I highly recommend, you know, try and find maybe a tour that'll take you through a market to make you feel a little bit more comfortable. Also, something to always keep in mind whenever you're coming to a market, always ask people if you can like film first. Like if you're filming a food stand or anything, like definitely be mindful of other people, give them some autonomy. ¿Puedo tomar un video solamente flores? Be prepared to like get lost, especially when you're in these markets, because it's just chaos and you don't really know which way you end up. And then all of a sudden you are out of the market, you are back outside. And that is then when you're gonna wanna pull up your maps and try and figure out where you ended up at. I need to go buy my stuff, but I get so nervous, but here goes nothing. I think we just kind of have to go for it. Oh, these mangoes look really good. ¿Es posible compro just like 3 mangoes or solo 30? Okay, so we need bananas and tomatoes, and then any other yummy fruit that I might want to try. I love trying different fruits when you're in different countries. It's always so fun and so exciting. Con permiso, ¿qué es esos? Nanchi. ¿Es dulce? ¿Cuántas cuestas por es? 20? Okay, these women are yelling out 20 pesos for an entire huge bag of tomatoes. That's $1 for a bag that big. That's wild. Whew, the market shopping is done. I've got a full bag of all of my goodies. Now I'm gonna go get some like rotisserie chicken from this place called Co404 They do like great combo deals for super cheap, and then chill out a little bit. The one thing I do want to say is be careful when you're walking on the streets here, especially if it's rainy, because the sidewalks are like very slippery stone, especially when there's like a slanted part of it. So just be careful when you're walking around. That chicken was so good and it's a great deal. So I highly recommend go check out Co404. So for the 2 weeks that I'm here, I'm staying at Co404. It's a co-living. And what I love about co-livings is honestly like the family feel about all of it. People genuinely care about you because everyone is always out traveling for longer periods of time. They kind of feel homesick. They want to foster that family, deep friendship connections. And I think co-livings do that. And it's also, you know, it's not like hostels. It's not a bunch of young kids. Sometimes it can be young, but it's also, you know, more adults. I'm not an adult, I don't even know what that means. But like people are like getting their stuff done, but then they're also still wanting to go out and have fun and hang out together. And what I do love about Co404 especially is every Wednesday they've got family dinners, which is really nice. So like 1 or 2 people will cook a big meal for everybody. And it's a great way to like get everybody together. We've done some bonfires here in just a few days I've been here already. And what's so great about this place is like, it's kind of just a little quiet haven from the chaos of San Cristóbal. The garden here is beautiful. So I've just kind of been like working and hanging out here. The co-working space is so amazing. The Wi-Fi is incredibly fast. There's tons of seating like everywhere. Right now I'm up on this like rooftop terrace thing. Wi-Fi is great up here. Down in the hammocks in the garden, you can work there. The Wi-Fi is great. In my room, the Wi-Fi is great. In the living room, it's great. In the co-working space, it's amazing. So if you need Wi-Fi, if you're a digital nomad, I highly recommend Co404 when you're in San Cristóbal. I am really looking forward to like getting to know some of the people here more, and I need to just like quit being in my own head and just go for it. And so tomorrow, a group of us are going to Chamula. So today I am out exploring Chamula, and this is like indigenous community, but what's really interesting and beautiful about this place is that they combine like ancient Mayan practices with Christianity.
They bury the dead under the ground, but they fight off dead there. They are distributing, and that's
Oh my goodness, so they just came around, gave us this drink, gave us a bunch of other alcohol stuff. No, it's okay. Forcing me to drink it all. It's been entertaining. This is some corn drink. It's actually quite tasty, and there's no alcohol in this one. Colabal.
Thank you.
Colabal.
Haven't really seen all that much of it yet, but the market, what I have seen, it is so interesting, and the culture here is so rich, and the people of Chamula are very independent, so they have their own laws, they have their own police, they're very much kind of their own government. Photography and videos here definitely is something that's not really allowed, and you need to be extra careful about it and making sure you're asking permission if you're taking photos or videos of anyone. So might not be a lot of content you see from here, but just know it's a very interesting place.
So we wandered around for a little bit more, and then we went into the church. So it's a church, and it should look more like a normal, like, Christian church, but it's not. You can't take any photos or videos inside, but you walk in, it's very dimly lit. There's candles everywhere. The floor is covered in pine needles. There's smoke from the candles, and then they're also going around with this like incense thing that's burning a bunch of smoke. There's no benches, and instead of it like everyone facing one direction, everyone just kind of goes there and like is off in their own little section, like practicing. So you'll have shamans in there like healing people. You'll have families just going in there to pray for, you know, money. You'll also have farmers going in there to pray for more sun or for more rain. It was really interesting, very different, but beautiful. So beautiful and so fascinating. And so I highly encourage you, whenever you're coming to a place like this or seeing something that's very different than what you're used to or your normal, don't judge it. Don't be critical of it. Have an open heart, have an open mind. Unfortunately, there have been some missionaries that have been going to some of these indigenous communities and trying to convert them and spewing awful rumors saying, you know, that they are possessed by evil spirits, that they are evil themselves, you know, that they're practicing witchcraft things, and just all of these things. It's blatant racism, and it's very damaging. So when you go visit places where it kind of maybe culturally shocks you and it feels very different, just have an open heart and go with compassion. So after the church, we wandered around the market for a little bit, and then we went to a different indigenous community called Zinacantan, and there they produce a bunch of flowers. So when we went inside their church, it had so many flowers in it. It smelled so good. We also arrived at like the perfect timing because they were doing a big election. And so there was hundreds of men in their town square, and a man on a microphone would be like talking about different bills or whatever thing they were passing or voting on or electing. And all the men would just like raise their hand then and like yell and shout about it. And that was their election, which was really cool to see. Unfortunately, women are not allowed to vote, so that didn't sit too well with me. But again, that is their practice. That is what they do. So we listen and we do not judge. After this, then we were invited into somebody's home, and we got to have some tortillas, eat a little bit of food, and then learn about their weaving practices. Unfortunately, I never really buy anything when I'm out traveling, so I don't have space for it, which is always the hardest part, I think, of traveling. Let me know down in the comments. Are you a big souvenir shopper or no? I like to have my souvenirs be like tattoos. So like I get a tattoo in every country. So I'm gonna get a tattoo in Mexico City. And we'll film that one. So make sure you subscribe so you can see the Mexico City vlog. All in all though, I loved this tour. It was so insightful. I learned so much, and I really did enjoy our tour guide Cesar. So if you want to do the same tour, I've got it linked down in the description for you.
Another day trip that you have to do is the Sumidero Canyon. It costs 35 USD. You'll leave San Cristóbal around 9 a.m. and get back around 6 p.m. So it is a full day. It is all in Spanish though, so I do recommend, if you don't speak any Spanish, to kind of research some facts about the canyon before you go, so you're not totally clueless. There probably will be someone that is bilingual on the tour and that can translate for you. So make friends with someone who speaks Spanish on the tour. I couldn't find any tours online that were in English. Some say they are, but then if you go and look at the reviews, people said that they booked an English tour, but it was all in Spanish. So maybe if you hired like a private guide, maybe they could speak English for you, but I don't really know. So learn some Spanish. You're gonna first start off by driving up into the mountains, and you're gonna visit 3 different viewing spots. It's so incredible up there. Each time we went to a new viewing spot, the views just kept getting better and better. Kind of almost suffered from vertigo for a second there, because some of the spots are like looking straight down over an edge. Kind of scary. And then you're gonna head down to the river, you're gonna get in a boat, and then you're gonna cruise through the canyon, going way faster than I thought we would be going. Our driver was like banking corners and like flying. You're gonna learn so much about the canyon, and we saw 1 monkey, like 5 to 10 crocodiles, and so many birds. It was so incredible. And like just looking up at the canyon, It's insane. My neck hurt the next day from constantly looking up. There's parts of the cliff that are 3,000 feet tall. And this canyon was formed over 35 million years ago. So it is older than the Grand Canyon. And it wasn't formed from water erosion. It was literally just like the Earth's crust just like separated. And it's so apparent because like the cliff just goes straight up. It truly does look like it just went, which was really interesting, super cool to see. I will say though that there is some trash that you'll see, but it is way better now than it used to be. A lot of the local communities have really made a massive effort to keep it clean because it used to be a sacred site for indigenous communities. And so when you're there, please respect it. Please make sure you're holding on to your trash so it doesn't blow away. Always leave a place better than you found it, and know that it is a sacred place. It's beautiful, it's stunning. Respect it and enjoy it because it's so cool how massive the cliffs are. I kind of want to go back. Oh yeah, so amazing. All the tours that I'm doing while I'm here, I've got them linked down in the description. I am saving the best for last. I am at El Chiflon waterfall here. This was kind of one of the main reasons why I wanted to come to Chiapas, because the watercolor here is so blue and it's a stunning waterfall. And so we're just walking along the river here, and then we're gonna get to all the waterfalls. But it is about a 3-hour drive from San Cristóbal. And so I and my friend Paula here, somewhere back there, we took a colectivo last night to a nearby town called Comitan. Stayed the night there, really cute town. We both really liked it. The center plaza area was like full of people out dancing. It was so lively and some fun characters. And then so this morning, hopped in another colectivo, drove about 40 minutes to an hour maybe, an hour to get here now. And so worth it. This is so stunning. I'm so excited. I love being out in nature. But anyway, so I met Paula at the Co-Living, and so not feeling lonely anymore, not feeling alone. Co-living helps so much, and then also just nature. Nature always helps. Okay, it's a lot of stairs, but it's definitely worth it. We're getting our first view of the Velo de Novia, which is the Bride's Veil, which is the tallest waterfall. It's about 120 meters, 300 or 400 feet, I think, something like that. Wow, that is stunning. Holy shit, the amount of gratitude I just felt looking at this right now. Whoa. This reminds me so much of the waterfall in Laos, like the same color, the same rocks. This waterfall is way more impressive, but same color-wise. And so it's so cool, like getting to travel around the world and seeing landscapes that look so similar to a place that's on the complete opposite side of the other world. Oh my God, you have to look at this. This is insane. Oh my God, I am so obsessed. Oh, I'm so grateful for my life. This is truly, oh, look at how little those people are. So little. There are 5 waterfalls. We're currently hiking all the way up to Quinceañera, which is waterfall number 5. And it's hot and hard, but the trail's decently nicely maintained, and it's gonna be worth it. Hopefully nobody's up there. We've got the waterfall all to ourselves. Oh, that was everything I wanted and more. Truly, my time here in San Cristóbal, it feels complete now, and it feels so good. And laying out by the water for the last couple hours, sunbathing and swimming in this just gorgeous blue water. I don't know, I kind of, with the loneliness and I wasn't feeling super connected with San Cris, this right here just made me be like, yes, Chiapas is like the hub for nature in Mexico. It is truly so special here, and I'm on cloud 9. the day started off being so much like, this is so amazing, this is so exciting, and it's ending with like just so much gratitude and like very calming energy. But now when I'm like rethinking about this morning, I'm like, So when you're out here solo traveling, you're gonna have these lonely moments, but then you're gonna have these incredible highs, like the highest highs of your life. And so you just kind of have to ride out the roller coaster, and that is life. And I hoped it kind of helped you feel less alone in your loneliness and your solo travel adventures, or just your life in general. I am heading off to Mexico City, so make sure you subscribe so you can see next week's adventure and see how we're feeling there. Because honestly, at this point, I don't know what we're gonna be feeling.